Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the daily 1.5 hour political live stream here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as, it's hard to see, but Autumn. And Autumn Leaves here. For anybody who is new, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, Wondering Eyes, today I paid off the balance on my mortgage. Congratulations, that's huge. That's huge. That's a life goal right there. Oh, congratulations. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's wonderful. So anyway, we're starting with good news there from the chat here. If you're watching this on replay, sorry, I'm just trying to stick this in my hair. If you're watching this on replay, right after this is over, the live stream is over, I go down into the chat and I type in all the questions for the day. And I timestamp everything. So you can just go down, see what you're interested in, just click on the time, and you can go straight to what you'd like. I also put it in the description box because then it creates this thing in on YouTube where the red line across the bottom of the screen that shows where you are in the video, it actually breaks it into chapters, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so there's that, but do come by. And if you come by, do at anything, basically put your questions for me in all caps. Oh, NBC News. Wait, no, yes, I know I'm on. No, stop that. I don't need to see myself. What was that? Georgia certifies Biden's election win over Trump. Yes. Oh, happy day. Oh, Alexa, turn on the entrance hall light.
Okay.
There, I forgot to do that. Anyway, then people know I'm live streaming. Happy day. Hello, Kathy Anderson. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so anyway, but do come by. Put any of your questions for me. I just do political questions in the chat. Just put it in all caps. Anything that's in all caps in the chat, I'll know that you're talking to me. So that makes things a lot easier. It's kind of first come, first serve for the most part, but YouTube does cut off, very unhelpfully cuts off the chat sometimes and dumps stuff at the end and cuts off the earlier stuff. So if I miss your question, if you don't mind, just put it in again but put YT for YouTube, like YouTube messes up, put YT, and then I'll know that I will know that that was earlier, so I can move you up on the list. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. Also, before I get started today, there's just one thing I wanted to say. I was going through the comments, and I understand everybody has their own thing and their own interests and their own way of doing things. That's fine. And I understand I cannot be, this is not the channel for all people. I'd like it to be, but it's not. That's just not how it works. But there was somebody who said something, and I just wanted to clarify something for everybody, especially people who are new. Holly, yes, the kitties love the new blanket, and that's what I want to talk about was the kitty. I'm Autumn. I'm your host around here, and as I say, my co-host is Boo Boo Zen Kitty, who is right here, and he comes by, and then sometimes I stop and he'll sit on my lap or whatever's going on with that. And someone was saying that it basically that it seemed quite callous to be reading on like evictions and things like that, and then suddenly be smiling. And I explained in the comment, but I also just want to make it clear to everybody here. The reason that this little fuzzhead, little fuzzy cupcake, is my co-host is because his energy is like a buffer for me. Because I open myself up and I come on every day. I'm here every day. Other than an emergency, a 5-day emergency in April, I've been on every single day since the day after last Christmas. And I open myself up to these awful people, their awful energy, these awful topics. And a good reader, you take your energy and you put it in that nastiness, because I don't read on the light, fluffy bunny stuff. Because I feel like I'm here to help calm people down. So this cuteness, this lovely bundle of love, the quadruped that walks past or sits on my lap, or if I stop and I turn and I'm smiling at him, or he interrupts a reading, it is I need that. I really need that. That's not just for fun. I mean, it is fun, but it's not for fun. So I just wanted everybody to know that, especially new people. So the kitty, when you see the kitty, Boo Boo's and Kitty, he is he's necessary. He's needed. I need him. So anyway, all right. Today is Joe Biden's birthday. So I thought I would start today with, let me see here, 2020 11/20, Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. So today I want to start with Joe Biden's birthday. What is his year, the coming year, going to look like? Okay, and I was watching Kirsten Langston. If anybody isn't, if you don't subscribe to Third Eye Champagne, please go. You're missing out. Kirsten Langston, Third Eye Champagne, is amazing, and I wouldn't even be doing this if it wasn't for her. She is she for me, she's the one who broke new ground. She's the one who showed what was possible, and I've been watching her since. I've been watching her. If anybody else has watched her from way back, I watched her when like the image was really fuzzy and the cropping was interesting, and there was like one square of like a teal colored something there, and she's always been funny and gorgeous energy and just a trailblazer. And but anyway, I was watching her live stream just now from yesterday, and she had a good question, which I thought maybe we should look at. Thank you, Susan. And the question was, why is Trump doing this? And it's like, well, isn't it obvious? You know what? I'm not sure it is. So I want to look, why is Trump doing this? Is it, I mean, if nothing else, just see his mental state. Is he doing this to avoid jail? Is he doing this for his own ego? Is he doing this because he's being encouraged by someone? Yeah, Third Eye Champagne. Third Eye Champagne. Kirsten Langston. So I wanted to look at that. But anyway, so those are kind of the two things I definitely wanted to cover today. I want to look at what Joe Biden's year, it's his birthday, so what his year coming up is going to look like, and why is Trump doing this? So, all right. Jackie, I agree. All of the above is the reason Trump is doing this. Yeah, I understand. Kay Nelson saying Trump is an agent. I don't know. That's why I just kind of pinged, and I was like, There might be something worth looking at there. Anyway, so I'm going to scroll all the way to the top. And yes, some things have been cut off, I'm afraid. Sorry. Do put your questions in again, and I'll see if I can get through them. I've been getting through. I think I've been averaging somewhere between 10 and 13 questions a day. I've been getting through. So trying to move along here. Okay. Not you. You don't have to do anything different. I'm saying I'm trying to keep it going, get you the answers you need, help you feel better, sleep better at night, hopefully. So, okay. Positive energy generator, Booze and Kitty, BBZK. Yes. You guys started that, BBZK. I'd never seen that before. I thought that was so cute when you guys started using that. Oh, yes, Joe Biden 46 birthday. I like that. Hashtag Joe Biden 46. I like it. Okay. So Nancy's saying, so glad you have a soul cat. And then the cute little kitty emojis. Charlie and friends, you should not need to explain your cat. But I'm not. I just feel like we have enough new people that they might not quite understand how I do things around here. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. Geek Hillbilly, yeah. You ready on the Peter Rottentail type of stuff, the orange rum? You ready? I'm not sure what that means, Geek Hillbilly. Oh, cat's COVID free. Yes. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad you're okay. Blanca, hey, can you please let us know when we can feel our victory with Biden? Okay, good question. When will we feel our victory with Biden? Okay, got that down. Deborah, we all need Boo Boo Kitty too. Oh, he's a good boy. Kathy Anderson, I understand I need Papa 10. The kitty. Papa 10, Kathy Anderson's kitty is very cute. Very cute. And hey, has anyone seen Trump? If not, is he sick? That's why no one's seen him. He's not immune. Why is Trump doing this? And why is Trump hiding? Why is he doing it? And why is he hiding? It's on the list. Jackie, we all need a way to ground ourselves sometimes, and animals are the best. Laura, did the Georgia Republican senators catch the illness from Rick Scott? I'm not, I send my energy out, and as I read your questions, and I'm not feeling like there's a there. And it doesn't mean it's a bad question, or it's not, if I don't read on your question, or I don't acknowledge you or anything like that, it is never anything personal. I promise. I absolutely promise. I'm not the kind of person who holds grudges, or I'm like, oh, I like this person and not that. It's not like that. I send my energy out, and I've got to go by my intuition. And so it doesn't mean I won't read on it. It just, I'm reaching out, and I'm getting an empty room feeling that I get. Like there's nothing for me to read on today on that. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I feel bad when I have to say that, but it's just, I'm getting that's just what I'm getting. It's just, there's nothing there for me right now. Sorry. Cat, I'm the same way, Autumn. If I lost Chatalupe, I'd come apart at the seams. Pammy, Autumn, thanks for sharing Boo Boo Zen Kitty with us. I think of him as our Zen master to bring calm to our souls at this rough time. Do you hear that? Little yawny kitty. He's lying. You could be on my lap. He's lying upside down, cleaning his paw with his, like the top of his head against the the bed just you big nut. Big nut. You could come down here. Oh no, now we're cleaning the ears. Anyway. All right. Jackie, when will Elaine Chao be brought up on charges? I've read on her a lot recently. I hate to say it, maybe go back and check the time stamping because I know, I mean, nothing's jumping out at me because, of course, I have the questions and stuff. But I've been reading on her a lot, and I'm still not getting her facing any kind of justice. But there's definitely going to be some stuff that comes up. I just don't know. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting much justice there. And part of it is she's so rich. And you know how the American legal system is if you are rich. Nancy, it's classic to have a soul cat for intuitive. Yeah. My familiar. Roxy Voltero. Oh, thank you, Roxy. People have no idea how much energy it takes to do this. I understand completely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's worth it. Some people have gongs, bells, incense, crystals, and so on. I just have a deck of cards, a card holder, just to hold up, and graphics. That's kind of all I've got. But anyway, all right. Questions, because we're already at 17 minutes. Questions. Let me. Thank you, Susan. Thank you again, Steve. Yes, I agree. Kristen's great. Angla, one of my guardian angels. Yes. Geek Hillbilly just subscribed to Third Eye. She's very cool. She's a firecracker, and it's fantastic. Anyway. Oh, Ed, great question. Trump inviting the GOP lead of the state, I think it's the state Senate and state House of Representatives, to the White House. Trump. Hey, you. I just got a dirty look. I'm cleaning. Leave me alone. All right. Trump having Georgia GOP leaders to the White House. Okay. In theory, at least it came out in the news that they've even said it's not going to make any difference. And Georgia just certified Biden's election over Trump. But I'll read on it because who knows what Trump's going to try to do. Okay. Anything else in all caps? Okay. It just jumped. I just missed a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh. Wondering Eyes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Catherine, will Trump leave? I've got questions on him. We're gonna go into his mental state. Kay Nelson, my cats watch for Boo Boo. Marsha, loser is hiding. Thank you, Jill. Oh, Holly, will Merrick Garland become AG? Let's read on Merrick Garland. Because I'll tell you, there was a there was one of the Trump cases came up recently, and he was one of the judges. And the thing was, because it was all audio, they were all phoning in, or maybe there was a video, but they were definitely phoning in. And so they broadcast it. And I listened to the whole thing while I was walking that morning. And there was Merrick Garland. And it was like, oh, look, it's, hey, it's Merrick Garland. My gosh, he was very obviously moving between, like, paper spread out here and then paper spread out. I mean, I was picturing like a file these file cabinets where you pile stuff up there too, and you've got stuff here. And he was and he was asking very about this point and about that point, and it was so careful, and he was so good. And so many of the other justices were like, no questions, or this or that. They were there, they were kind of doing their job, but he was good. The professionalism, that the he's so good. Anyway, so I'd love to read on Merrick Garland. That'll be a nice break from Trump energy. Okay. Um. Oh, Susan talking about Alex Kitty of the gooseberry green eyes. Okay, let's see here. Laura, nothing there is a form of answer. Maybe too early to tell. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm sorry. Chat. ACB's husband is apparently said he's not stepping down from his job. How long before she hits a suit with a conflict of interest on her husband lawyers she's hit with? Oh. Oh. We're going back to her, huh? The step for justice? Okay. Barrett's husband. Not stepping down from his job as a lawyer. And I'm so not surprised, considering she has actively talked about wives have to be submissive and all this kind of stuff. So I'm surprised she got as far as she did, him being supportive. So now she's made it to the Supreme Court, and he's just like, no, I'm going to do my job. I don't care. Conflict of interest. I mean, he could do. She's made it to the Supreme Court. That's massive. Massive. Go do pro bono work, for the, people who are desperate. Why stay in your, anyway. Anyway, I'll look, chat. Anyway, all right. Anything else in all caps? Suvan. Hi, Autumn. I have sisters, Peanut and Ludo. Ludo smell bad? Is Ludo is Ludo named after the character from Labyrinth? Peanut and Ludo. Oh. Melly, where the heck is Renfield Bar? He's looking after his daughter, who is very ill. Thank you again, Wondering Eyes. Oh, Future Watcher, why was Nancy Pelosi crying the other day? I heard about that. Does nobody know? Does anybody know why? I'm happy to read on it, but why was Nancy crying? Hey. Oh, ow. That was my ankle. Hey, cuteness. You could come sit on my lap. It's like, that's interesting, but no. Right. Why was Nancy crying? I'll look, feature watcher. Dylan Wise. Chuck Schumer is now taking over the stimulus negotiations. Really? Taking over stimulus negotiations. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Do. All right. It just jumped again. Hey, Holly saying Venus is moving into Scorpio tomorrow. And I'm single. Oh well. Oh well. All right. Anyway, Sparty, Michigan, not Georgia. Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. Trump having the Michigan. You're right. Why did I say Georgia? Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Michigan GOP leaders to the White House. Thank you, Sparty. Okay. Marsha, Merrick Garland is among candidates for AG. Okay, I'll read on him. Okay. Steve saying Trump's mental state, illusion, delusion, confusion. Let's see here. Oh, Sandra, YT question. So it was cut off earlier. What's up with Ivanka's tweet regarding New York? Ivanka's. See, I think I'm taking in vast quantities of news, and you guys stump me all the time. It's amazing. You're amazing. Ivanka's tweet about New York. I do not know of it, but I will look. All right, that's a YT. Okay. And chat, her husband's representing big businesses. Oh. Cece, hey, question. Will the GOP attempted coup turn off any Georgia Republicans and cause them to vote Democrat? I think it has something I've read on this, and what I got was that it's actually the lack of stimulus. It's the lack of relief and stimulus that's what's going to hurt them a lot. A lot. So, but I'll read again. I'll read it again on that soon. Stephen, did anybody here not see Rachel Maddow last night, the beginning of her show? If you were not like moved by that, you have no heart. It was just like and she was saying how she said it isn't even we're two planets revolving around each other. She's the world and I'm a satellite going around it, and how important Susan is to her. And it was just like, get you someone who looks at you the way Rachel Maddow looks at Susan. It was just, it was so moving. And she was just saying, everybody, please take this seriously, please. She was, because apparently there's a point she was really worried that Susan was going to die. I mean, so if you have not seen it, I'm sure it's on YouTube. It's one of those must-see moments. So anyway, okay. So okay, it's half past, so I should see what I've got. Obama on Kimmel. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Thank you, Book Bewitched. I'll have a look. Both Marcy and Teeny are watching you with me. Oh, Teeny. Kathy Anderson's asking, where's Trump's lawyer, Jay Sekulow? Why? Is he in the news? Could he be doing something nefarious? Have you heard anything? Just wondering why. Rudy. Yeah, that's just embarrassing, but all right, Rudy. All right, let me just putting Rudy, period. That's all I need to put, really. Okay, I'm going to put my little notebook here, and I'm going to get my card holder so I can hold the cards up over the trees, high, up high. All right, and I know that I've missed some stuff, but I'm just going to start reading on this. And I know people laugh at me because I draw clothes on the naked people on the cards, but that's just how I am, and I don't want to get... YouTube is so... One, I try to keep things clean around here, and two, YouTube is so mercurial on what they allow and what they don't allow that just having a quick look here, that I can't deal with it anymore. It's just like, I'm not going to give them any excuse, not even little drawings or something. I'm just no excuse to demonetize me, because they just randomly just do my videos, just random videos. They'll just be like, notes, and I'm like, well, and you can't, and because of the cutbacks and everything, you can't like appeal to somebody. You can't do anything. So anyway, so yes, I draw clothes on the naked cards. Oh, there's one right there. Discovered when I did that she's really deformed. Pamela Coleman Smith was incredibly talented, and I love she did such a great job with the cards, but anatomically, World Lady has got some issues. Sorry, that's not supposed to be notifying me of anything. All right, sorry. Okay, it is 30. So we're starting. Okay, maybe I can't put that there because I just accidentally knocked everything over. Put that there. Put that there. Put this here. Fine. Just okay. 33. President-elect Joseph Biden. I'm getting kind of surprised. I just sent my energy, and it's almost like he's like okay, like, no harm, no harm. Just seeing what your year's going to be like. No harm meant. Draw down positive energy. I mean you well. I mean you very well. I voted for you. Be praying for you. And I think that's all he would need to hear. But yeah, this is all pretty weird to him. And he's getting a lot more, this sounds goofy, but he's getting a lot more spiritual attention now that he's president instead of vice president. So it's like what the? So your coming year, birthday man. Busy. His wife is she is so supportive of him. There's real love there. And he's not going to see much of her. And she's going to be okay with that. For the coming year. Deborah, yeah, underdog, cartoon underdog. Rudy Giuliani looks like the villain Simon Bar Sinister. You have a point. Oh, that meeting with the Michiganders was for noon. What happened? Okay, it's on the list. It's on the list. All right, Joseph Biden, president-elect. It's there's so much to do. It's like you want to move all this stuff that needs to be done. You need like an earth mover. I mean, there's so much to be done. It's crazy. I'll take questions if I have time toward the end. Just so you know, but I've got 11 here right now, so I want to get through these first. But it's nothing personal ever. His next year. Well, yeah, there's he finally made it. He's going to be president. Oh, the mess Trump left. Huge mess. The center of the reading is little bully Trump. Incompetent. I'm sorry, he's incompetent president. Little bully Trump. And it's, this is getting into office, and this is Joe Biden as the president. But there's such a mess, and he's creating even more of a mess now, and it's going to be up to him to pick it. He's going to be working. Oh my gosh, he's just going to be working. He's rarely going to see his wife. He's crazy hours. He's going to basically be working or asleep. And he's going to be delegating. And I mean, just that alone is going to take all of his energy. Are there any specific things that will crop up? Any specific big crazy shocks, surprises, unforeseen? Hey, Chad. All right, something about the Hanged Man. Around here we call, because of Clotho in the chat, we call the Hanged Man Chad. Okay. The illness. Oh yeah, the illness. But it's going to take time to get a hold of things and get everything in place for the vaccine. But yeah, coming from overseas, ships coming from overseas, insult to injury, where we started having deaths, but the center of this is the current administration said, tough, oh well, you're on your own, and this is my card for the illness, and it just spreads and spreads, but he will eventually get hold of it. But this is, I think he's going to be much more focused on this, and it's how do you deal with it so the country isn't in this lockdown suspended state, even if it's an official lockdown or not official. He's going to be defocusing on this, and that's why I think he's saying, I think he's saying that he's not going to be going after Trump, because he's not. He's going to say that's the DOJ, that's there. I'm hoping there'll be some special prosecutors to deal with all of this stuff. Because he's going to be very, very busy. He's not going to be even thinking about all the Trump corruption stuff, because he's got so much else to deal with. It's a mountain. It is a mountain of stuff. So, all right. Anyway, 39. Well, instead of jumping around, when are we going to feel our victory? And when are we going to feel like Biden won? When is it going to really sink in? When is it going to sink in? Anybody else going to be watching the inauguration? Just I'm sure I will. When is it going to sink in? When something's being done about this. When something's actually being done. What have we got here? Judgment. Oh, there's so much to clean up. There's Kamala. It's going to be Biden and Harris cleaning up. You just hear more and more about everything that they're tackling. They're taking care of this, they're taking care of that. I mean, as much as it's going to be quieter, we won't hear about everything as much, but just as much as like there are so many crises with Trump that it's like you have a day where, oh my gosh, we're only dealing with a pandemic and raging out of control, and the economy shut down and people being evicted, and it's like a quiet day. That's there's so that's a quiet day because there's always something else, and it's just chaos. He's a chaos agent. Chaos. So, and I think in this it's going to be just as much. I mean, they say the reason that entropy everything moves toward entropy is that in order to clean, they say in order to clean up one area, one thing, you have to create disorder elsewhere. If you want to clean that bathtub, most of the time you're going to need to go get some cleaner for the bathtub. I mean, of course that's just like a random example. And then that creation of that cleaner and the bottle it's in and all of this and all that creates more. So that kind of, if you kind of think of it that way, they've got so much to clean up that as much as there was the chaos of Trump creating it, there's all the chaos, the entropy from trying to clean it up. That while it will be much less stressful, there's going to be so much. I'm getting the point where it's the one thing that they'll have in common with Trump is just when you think, the other side's going to focus on, this one thing and hammer it home. It's like, oh no, there's another thing after that, and another thing to clean it up, and another thing to clean it, another next day. Oh, 2 quiet days. Oh no, then there's a solid weekend. There's so much. Anyway. I don't know that they're pandering to the right. I really don't. I think he's delegating. I really do. You know what? Let's put, okay. Is Biden pandering to the right? All right. Let's have a look. Is Biden pandering to the right? Let me see if I can get the energy. It feels like no. It feels like he knows how it used to be. And how you can't talk to people anymore. You can't. They're so dug in. But he feels like, I mean, I really enjoy doing this. This is great. I really look forward to it. And I'm so grateful you're here. But I'm not I'm not necessarily the extrovert you see every day. And I'm not always so chipper. I'm usually very quiet. I'm usually reading. I have resting blob face. If people take pictures of me, most of the time I'm reading, and my face relaxes, and I look like I'm melting. um, and I think that's what Biden's doing. Is it's he But when I come on here, I want to make you feel better, and I want to share the optimism I have. And I think that's what he's doing, if that helps at all. Heal and unite the country. Exactly, Kathy. Renee, I don't think he's pandering. He's negotiating. I think you're right. He's making decisions. How am I going to present myself? Just deciding to not pull a Trump and not constantly bait the other side. And it is true that of all the progressives that were running in the running for president, the country chose Biden. He's more moderate. Yeah, he wants to counter this me, center of the universe, insult to injury. He also, I was just going to say that Biden's being truly presidential. I really think that's what's going on. I think it's the presidential aspect of, and there's so much coming. And so much chaos coming, and he's not going to punch down. He's going to stay above the fray. He's going to be presidential. He's going to stay calm. He's going to he's trying to lessen the rhetoric and calm people down. So that's what I think is happening there. And I forgot to write down what time I started that, but 40-ish. Okay. So let's read on the Orange Menace. 48. All right. Oh, so why is Trump doing this? That's a card that's just sitting on the deck. Hey, come here, sweetheart. Come here. Okay. Sniffy. Oh, yeah. First of all, my heart chakra just got hit. Feels like a shard just went into my heart chakra. Shard of something. Big, if you break a piece of glass and you get the big long, usually in movies, you get a big long triangular shard. It feels like that just went straight into my heart chakra. Whew. Why are you hiding? People are laughing at him. You also have to understand that I call him Sniffy for a reason. And long-term ingestion of fresh air, lots of fresh air, can cause some serious paranoia. Plus, he just lost and he can't handle it. But people are laughing at me. There's a heavy-duty paranoia. But what? Okay, why are you hiding? We'll get to. Well, I'll ask you next why you're doing this. But why are you hiding? It's like he doesn't even have. It's like he doesn't even spiritually have a barrier. It's like he rolls out the welcome mat because he's so desperate for attention. He's a bully. He's the incredible sulk. Well, I can tell you right now, entertainment only YouTube. What do I know? I don't know. It's just what I'm reading. He does not give a rat's rear end what happens to people who are suffering right now. Doesn't care. Just doesn't care. They didn't vote. They didn't vote for him. They didn't vote for him enough. They're ungrateful. Don't forget. Here, let me just do this quickly. Is there a you in Savior? Probably. I keep my brain. I was married to an Englishman for 20 years, and I went to a British school at one point, and so I keep forgetting. Does that need a you, or does that not? Does that persecutor? Okay, no, the English one. Thank you, Jess. I think its name is Carpman. I could be wrong. Drama triangle. I'm going to go over this for about 20 seconds, just for people who don't know. All right, there is this thing called in psychology. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. Savior or savior. Okay, I got it. I spelled it correctly. Okay, there's this thing called the drama triangle, and in psychology, and basically what it is you have people who you can look at all of their action. Cartman? Was it Cartman? Oh, I must have misspelled it. Sorry. You probably know some people like this, where they're always the victim, and you can tell they're always the victim, and that's important because every time they say how bad things are, and you're trying to commiserate with them and say, "Oh yeah, that has happened to me." That's there. Oh no, it has not happened to you, because it's so much worse for them, and it's always so much worse for them. Always. It's the worst ever. They've had the worst ever. No one's been treated worse. And the reason that this is an inverted triangle is because it's like gravity. It always ends up back down at the victim. And then sometimes they'll go up to be the savior, where I alone can fix it. I'm going to make it all right. If you've ever dealt with somebody who lives on the drama triangle, they are just awful. And then suddenly, and you're stuck in a car with them or whatever, and they pull in through a drive-through, and you're so upset, and they buy one ice cream. And I mean, this happened to me. They buy one ice cream, and they get their ice cream, and you're just like, I don't even want it. I got it. Fine. Didn't ask me if I wanted one. I don't even care. I just want out of this car. And they're like they like hand it to you to hold them while they're putting stuff back in their purse or whatever it is, and then they get really, really angry because the ice cream was for you, and you are not appreciative. No one can ever be appreciative enough. So once again, they're the victim. And then sometimes they have to be the persecutor because they have to protect themselves. They have to protect themselves. They have to stand up for themselves because they're the victim. And so, yeah. CEO, I had an aunt and uncle like this. They were awful to me. I'm so sorry, CEO. If you kill Billy, I used to work in a psych ward. So you are familiar. You are familiar with these people. My experience, and please tell me if I'm wrong, but I've never met anybody who willingly got off the drama triangle. I haven't personally. And the only thing I have found, unfortunately, is just getting away from them. Because I'm not going to put up with this. No, that's not happening. This Trump lives on the drama triangle. He's the victim. 24/7, he's the victim. He's the worst victim. No one's been treated worse than him ever. No president's been treated worse. No person's been treated worse. And of course, if he's persecuting, he's just protecting himself. And then I alone can fix it, but they're not supportive enough. And that's where this comes in. The savior. He was their savior. Oops, why is this? Okay, it's not gonna work with me here. There we go. He was their savior. This way. And they don't appreciate him. So then he goes back down to being the victim. Anyway, I have found it's worth explaining that. I know I've explained it before, but I've found that the more I explain that, the more I've had people who are like, "Oh, suddenly it makes sense," in somebody they've had to deal with in their life. I've heard stories about like teenagers who are stuck like at home, and like they have a parent who lives on the drama triangle, and they just sit there, and once they understand what's going on, they can just sit there and be like, "Oh, okay." And I've heard of one young woman, she was sitting there, so she just drew a triangle on her inner notebook, and as her parent came through and was saying all this stuff, it was like, "Oh, yeah." And then she didn't write it out or anything. It didn't show the parent or anything, but it was just like, "Oh, there. Oh, now we're here. Oh, back. Okay, now we're here. Okay, now we're back here again." And then the parent walked out, and rather than feeling as upset, it was like, "Oh, that's what that is. Okay, I don't have to get upset." So anyway, he was their savior. They don't appreciate him. They can go whistle. And so now he's just trying to make as much money as he possibly can. To go out and talk to the people would mean doing his job, which would mean caring about people. Would be out answering questions. People would ask him questions about the illness. They'd be asking questions about what he's going to do about this and that and the next to help the American people during his lame duck session. And he doesn't care. Doesn't care. Could not care less. But how he can make money? So that's why we haven't seen him, is because he doesn't care. He's not even pretending to care anymore. At least with the rallies and things, he had his base and he could live in that bubble. But that bubble just burst. Barbara, I had to put up boundaries with my sister. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Roxy. So, Sniffy. He is such a black hole he's such a black hole of need that it's like I can walk right up to him and just call him Sniffy, and he doesn't care. And I'd say, it's sad he's such a damaged person. But I'm done. I'm done showing empathy for a man, and this is a card for him, who has done such rotten things, who has used his difficulties to persecute, destroy, attack. Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. But anyway, all right, why are you doing this with the whole lawsuits? And then I'll ask again. I'll ask in a second about Michigan. CO, are there meds malignant narcissists can take to help, or are they incapable of empathy? I don't know. Geek Hillbilly, Autumn, sometimes there are truly evil people. Trump is one. Well, he chooses to be. And he's never really faced consequences. Thank you, Kathy. That was very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, and conceding, never going to happen. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No. Marissa says, I think he's buying time. So, I should not have closed this. I need to write this down. Okay, I'm at 102. All right, Trump, why are you calling canvassing people in Michigan? And thank you, Marianne. Appreciate that. Thank you. Why calling canvassers in Michigan and doing all of these cockamamie lawsuits that don't make any sense? And why? Oh, wait. Oh, no, there's a plan. What's the plan? Oh, there's a very cold plan. What's the plan? What's the plan? I thought I'd just get a whole bunch of woe is me, but I've got something I'm feeling it just like the air just cleared and it was a very cold morning. It's like, oh. Well, of course, it's about money. Duh. If he's aggrieved, he can scoop up all that money. Really? That's the plan? I just got that cold shot of energy. All for you making money? Really? That's it? Why is this a dastardly plan? We know you're a grifter. Big deal. Geek Hillbilly, Michigan AG already said that this election interference is both federal and a state felony. And who was it who just certified the where was it? Oh no, Georgia certified Biden's election win over Trump. Okay, so it's not Michigan yet. Stealing money could be. What? What is the plan, Trump? after the reading, I got institutions. So basically, there's so much money that floating around, trillions of dollars floating around inside the government. And that's what he sees. Okay. Judgments. All right. This was election day. And people, the Democrats won. And he thinks he can make some money off of this. Is this a group of Republicans? There's a plan. Are you trying to finish something specific before you are kicked out? He's trying to find a way to keep hold of the presidency. Is it for the money, or is it fear of legal stuff? Money? Is it fear of legal stuff? Money or fear of legal stuff? Well, I might be giving him too much credit. Both. It could be. Geek Hillbilly, Kathy Anderson, Dash and Run could be. Nancy, IRS being interviewed now. What, the head of the IRS? Or what's going on with that, Nancy? Oh, it's going to come out. The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows. This is the crime family who went to Washington. But this beginning of a new Democratic administration, plus even if we don't get the Senate, the House, a lot's going to start coming out. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind. Yeah, there's definitely stuff hidden, but yeah, on the one hand, it feels diabolical. On the other hand, he's so incompetent. Jolly is saying he wants to bring the country to its knees, make a deal for no prosecution. Let me see. Does Trump want to make a deal? We're at 109.30. All right. Does Trump want to make a deal? One of the things that Kirsten Langston was saying in her video, she wasn't throwing shade or anything. She was saying some readers, they just read on politics all the time. And it's like, I do. I read on politics all the time. You'd think, thank you, Lady Farley. Thank you. Thank you. You'd think that having coming on here every single day, I'd run out of things to talk about. No. I read on politics. I'm busy just reading on politics. Does Trump want to make a deal? Oh, making a deal would involve admitting he's lost. I don't think we should underestimate how impossible it is for him to do that. David, I think it's a distraction to divert our attention from some nefarious scheme cooked up by smarter crooks. Yeah. Yeah. Poor Sniffy. Oh, um, legal. Legal stuff. There's no deal here, Spiff. Sniffy, there's no deal here. This is a, in the way that Trump the man is the king of wands, knight of wands, actively trying to make a deal. It's like, no, you're done. No, really, you're done. And that's upsetting, but tough, because it's a whole new day, whole new hopeful day. He may want to at some point, but no, really. You're not listening. This no wasn't enough for you. Let me put it right in the center. Your time's up. You're done. And then he just has a complete, victim meltdown. Faux victim meltdown. Renee, oh nay. Oh nay. You are done. Trump, oh, Jackie, Trump is hanging around to cut Social Security and Medicare. But why? Why would he? He's not giving one single thought to anybody out here. Not one. There might be some people in Congress who might try something stupid like that. They won't get very far. But he's a very he not only has blinders on, they're like tilted in. All right, 113. Okay, I need some Merrick Garland energy because I get itchies from Trump grossness. Merrick Garland. Jackie, those blinders have mirrors on the inside so he can see himself. Yes. Renee, can you imagine paying $20,000 a day for Rudy? He's never going to see that money. Apparently, he said that's what he wants, and Trump was like, we'll work something out. No. Oh, nay. You're never going to see that money. All right, Merrick Garland. Wow. Clean, competent. Tawana, thank you. Merrick Garland. He's not completely dissimilar. It's not completely dissimilar to Fauci's energy. Been treated really, really bad, extremely good at what you do, extremely competent, focused on rules and the law version of science. Do you know what I mean? Where they're very set things, you're careful, meticulous. So are you going to be Attorney General, are you going to end up on the Supreme Court? I get the feeling he would be very good on the Supreme Court. It doesn't feel like he has much of an agenda, to be honest. His goal is to be fair. Deborah, I just got a huge, beautiful spark of goodness from him. Yeah, he's got really good energy. There he is. There's a judge. That's him. Merrick Garland. Yeah, decision was blocked for corrupt purposes. Seat was stolen. The theft card is right in the middle. Ship might come in, and this could be. I'm getting this card a lot for the Biden administration, but if Kamala Harris becomes the president in 2024, how exciting would that be? Maybe something to do with that, waiting for his ship to come in. These cards are so on point with this one. There he is. He's really good, but a decision was made based on corrupt purposes. The Supreme Court seat was stolen from him. He's waiting for his ship to come in. So what's going to happen? Do you end up in the Supreme Court? Do you end up attorney? I don't see him as Attorney General. They need somebody who is much more aggressive. Yeah, anybody who decided within the last couple of decades to go into law, or at some point here to go into law and stay in law, you have a real chance to make some money over these next few years. Well, this is true. He brings the sword of truth wherever he is, and real truth. This is people. This is Democrats coming to him, making an offer. It's a matter of time because he is fair, because he brings a sword of truth. And this feels like a confirmation hearing. But this is the card of vacation or retirement. What does that mean? What do you mean vacation or retirement? So do you get on the Supreme Court or... Oh yeah, he was really heartbroken. I mean, he had it all set. He was ready to go. He has a body of work. He has this is the fruits of labor, and then that's what they did to him. McConnell. Looking at you, McConnell. Big jerk. He's just continuing to work where he's been in government. I'm not getting a justice card here. I'm not getting a justice card, at least not yet. I like that. SAS 78. Oh, nay, nay, Rumpy never pays. It rhymes. All right. Again, I should be going, but here I am. All right. This is 121. Chuck Schumer taking over the stimulus negotiations. This is important. This is really, really important. Holly, Georgia's Secretary of State issues correction saying certification of its general election results is still underway. Certification still underway. Okie dokie. But right now, let's look at 122. Chuck Schumer. Hello, Chuck. You know how I've explained how because of the Trump administration, I've set the bar so low that I now judge these people based on people I read on. I judge them based on, okay, if I was trapped in an elevator for an hour with this person, should I be concerned for my safety? If it was Trump, yes. And Chuck Schumer he'd be a hoot. Future Watcher, nope. Thank you for that, but no, it doesn't do any harm whatsoever. The links down in the description box of the week. These are pretty weak, double-sided sticker. Anyway, Chuck Schumer, 23. If I was stuck in an elevator for an hour with Trump, I would be very worried for my safety. Very, very worried for my safety. If I was stuck in an elevator for an hour with Stephen Miller, I wouldn't be worried about my safety because I'm white. And he's lucky I'm not a violent person. Don't believe him. I'm very anti-violence around here. So he'd be safe, but I would stay over here, want him to stay over there. Chuck Schumer, he would be a laugh. It would be funny. I really do. Former dreamer. I'd be worried for my soul. I understand. I just feel like you'd end up laughing and joking, and he'd just be sweet and, nice and charming. And okay, but Schumer's taking over negotiations for the stimulus package, and people are desperate. I mean, you hear just numbers. 2% of the population, 2% more of the population has fallen underneath the poverty line. And you think, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. Then you figure out how many millions of people that is, and that doesn't count the people who are in awful, awful straits. So, Chuck Schumer. Dylan, pulled a couple of cards on Schumer and it looks promising. Oh, thank you for your help. Okay, got a thief card. That's not him. That's not him. Is Schumer still having to deal with Mnuchin? Mnuchin of Versailles? Let them eat snow? Holly. Oh, Holly's always got the good information. Holly, Chuck Schumer, Sagittarius Sun, Capricorn Ascendant, Taurus Moon. Oh, Sagittarius Sun, he'd be a hoot. He'd be a hoot. Dylan, Schumer and his little flip phone can save the day. Yes. Well, it's about the tax money, the fruits of labor. And this is the Republican view, the Mnuchin of Versailles, let the people suffer tough. Whereas you have the Biden administration here, and you have the Democrats really right here, who are just waiting to take. Yeah, this feels like the Biden administration waiting to take control. And I don't know that he's going to have. I don't know that Schumer's going to have much luck, because he's not even in these cards. Schumer. Actually, what would Schumer's card be? He has a Sagittarius Sun, which would be King of Wands, but King of Wands is really heavily Trump. Taurus Moon, no. It's Capricorn Rising. I guess it is what it is. Will he have any luck to help people? Oh, Schumer's birthday is coming Monday. Excellent. Roxy, my dad is a Sag. My dad's a Sag too. We can compare notes. Is your dad's favorite game Go? Not in the sense of the board with the little black and white. No. As in go, move, go. Schumer, you can have any luck. I'm going to cry if I really get into how desperately people need help. Oh, low. Both my parents were Sag. Victory. What kind of victory? Whose victory? Oh, there's Trump. Trump doesn't care. This is Trump. That's a card of communication. I'm serious. Trump's energy has changed since the election. It really has changed. He is now completely blocked off the people in the country. Just McConnell. Good. Does not care. We have to wait. Book Bewitched. My daughter's sign is Sagittarius, and since her birth 33 years ago, go! It's not Mnuchin, but it doesn't matter. We have to wait till Trump is gone. And I keep getting that it's the lack. Please tell me I'm wrong. But what I'm getting is it's the lack of the stimulus. It's the lack of the help that pushes people in Georgia to vote Democratic. Susie, I've been selling things and have enough to make it through January. I'm hoping there will be stimulus by then. Sorry. Jackie, Schumer has Chiron in the networking house, so he feels other people's pain. Deborah, is there anything to be done to help these people? I 10% of my income goes to feedingamerica.org. Always. I have to limit it there, or I will just keep here, rent money here, just take it, take my rent money here. And I can't do that. So I have to, it's like, I don't get a tax break from giving the money I give to feedingamerica.org. I don't itemize, so I don't get a tax break from that. It flows through my personal tax returns, but 10% goes to feedingamerica.org always. And that's how I kind of deal with it. It's like, okay, there's this amount and it will always go there. And so I'm helping, but I have to draw the line there then, which I don't anyway, because then I help other people too. But I do everything I can to draw the line there because I feel it too much. Deborah, I donate to Feeding America and Feeding Southwestern Virginia. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Roxy, God bless you, Autumn. Thank you. I support them. Food for poor and St. Jude's too when I have it. Thank you. Thank you, Roxy. So yeah. But, you do what you can, but make sure you can still, buy your groceries. And, of course, they get food and treats and everything before I get groceries for myself. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm aware of it every day. So, all right, that's going to do it for me today. I've gone long. Yeah, I understand, Roxy. You feel it. All right, but hang in there, everybody. All right, we're going to get through this. There are better days ahead. So hang in there. All right. And I'm here every day. So, and tomorrow we might have a special guest tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Because if she can be here, then she's just such a sweetheart. And, so tomorrow, be on your best behavior. I'll take you out for ice cream after if you're good. Be back by 10. Take a sweater. All right, guys. Have a great day. Hang in there. You're not alone. And I'll see you tomorrow.